They'd had a 500-yard pass game, a 490-yard pass game. They had 4 receivers or 16 or more catches, and we knew we had to control the ball. And I thought we didn't play quite as well in the first half. We kind of slopped around a little bit. We made a few adjustments in the second half. Our coaches did a great job, and therefore we were able to break through with our run game in the second half, kill the clock basically, and score touchdowns, which is what we wanted to do. So there were some key plays throughout the game, and for some key swings. Obviously, the big swing was you're up 35-14 with about 9 minutes to go, and you're feeling pretty comfortable, and all of a sudden we dropped the kickoff. And, you know, I'm sorry, it's 31, wasn't it? What was it, 35, 28, 21, right? All right, I'll get it right in a minute. Anyway, and we dropped the kickoff, and so, you know, the defense came out there and responded with a big stand, and that put the game on ice. And so I was really excited about our defense being able to do that, and then our offense ran the clock out. And we always like the offense to be out there at the end running the victory play, which is the sweetest play in football. Questions?
They would have scored maybe on that first.
Yeah. They ran wide left. I felt like their left tackle was holding. He had his arms outside the framework, and the referees differed. But they did a good job of getting to the outside of our defense and jumped in. And that was a really good drive. They took it right down our throat early, and it was a little bit scary there for a while because we couldn't get going on offense to maintain keeping the ball like we like to.
On that first drive, did they do anything that surprised you? Did they just execute that? Is that their normal kind of drive?
No, that's their normal deal.
Yeah.
Their normal deal is to spread you out, try to run some draws here and there, try to hit quick screens, try to throw the ball down the field. They don't really throw the ball way down the field except on a few little deals. Most of their stuff is dink and dunk stuff, but they're really good at running with the ball after the catch.
What's their quarterback was having a pretty good day doing that, 17 and 20 in the first half. What were the adjustments that y'all did?
Well, in the second half, we probably gave him a little bit more than we gave in the first half. A little bit different looks, more looks, because he's really good at reading coverages, and he caught us in a couple of safety rotations and made some good throws. And so we decided at halftime to give him a few more looks and create some confusion on his part. And then we got to him a little bit better with our pass rush, which was good. And even though on a pass rush you don't always get a sack, you flush him, and he's got a tough time picking up a read. So I think that defensively, that's what we did in the second half, a lot better than the first half.
Since you were able to dictate the tempo of the game, in fact, and dominate in the second half more so in the first.
Well, we felt like coming in, they'd given up some big chunks of yards on the defensive side of the ball, and we felt like we could run the ball. And in the first half, I think we only had 70 yards rushing, and what did we end up with there, 286? So we really made a few adjustments, tinkered with a few blocking schemes. The quarterback zone read play, when the quarterback fakes it and runs up the middle or hands it off, was big, and John did a great job of reading that all day. So we had some big plays. And then probably the biggest adjustment we ran the lead draw. You hear fans all the time, quit running up the middle, quit running up the middle. Well, that play is dead up the middle, and a couple of times our running back never moved off the hash. He just kept going straight up the middle. So that was a big adjustment for us, the lead draw.
It wasn't a scoring drive, but was the first drive of the third quarter really kind of the thing that sealed it for you because you had a lot of clock, you kept their defense on the field. It's kind of one of those where if you can't score, you can't do anything better. So
yeah, I mean, and we didn't get any points because we got the delay. I think that was when we got the delay of game penalty, and that was one of those penalties that the ball had come loose the previous play, and the officials, I felt like, should have reset the clock, and I didn't even know it. Normally, when the clock's running down, I'll call timeout. I didn't even think it was close, and so we got that penalty, which threw us back, but we did maintain a long drive to kind of set the tone for the second half, even though we didn't get points there.
Anything else?
When was the last time you had a 96 and a 99-yard scoring drive?
99-yard scoring drive? Long.
99.7.
I tell you what, we have, to be honest with you, 3 times this year we have been knocked dead on the 1-yard line. I don't know what our drives have been, but we get in our little tight set and run quarterback sneak to get it out, and then we execute it. And then, of course, I guess obviously we got a record 92-yard touchdown pass for a touchdown, and then we had another big one. John is such good at extending plays with his feet, and then poor Devontae dropped that one there early in the game, but then Josh made a big catch for a long touchdown. So that was good to see those guys making the plays down the field.
You know, some health issues. Aguilar played a pretty fair amount today.
Yeah, he played probably more than I thought he was going to play, and we'll just have to continue to evaluate his foot and continue to treat it. We got, I think Cody Jones was game out of the game in the second half and didn't go back in. I'm not sure what his injury is, but Palmer was fine, Mike Gray was fine, and Ponchillo was fine. So the three that got injured last week played the entire game.
Momentum for the next game then.
Well, a lot of momentum going to the next game, and you know, obviously this year's every game's the same. We don't know a whole lot about our opponents. Carnegie Mellon is a very good Division III school out of Pennsylvania. They run the wing T, which presents us with a tremendous challenge because we saw the wing T against Reinhardt, and it gave us some trouble. So we're certainly going to have to tighten up on defense and execute a little bit better than we did against Reinhardt. What time's that kick? 1 o'clock. Okay.
I feel like those are one of my kicks.
If it was up to me, we played 11. Pre-game meal at 7 and play at 11. Because you know what? It's 3:11. I'm going to be sitting on my couch in probably 45 minutes. So, hey, if you ask any football coach in America, that's when they want to play, early in the morning to get it over with. But obviously, with TV and other things dictate what time you play. But I was very happy with the crowd. You know, you're always nervous when Georgia's playing at 12 and we're playing at 12, and it's an early game. And somehow, some way, they kept migrating to the shade here on the bank. They're a lot smarter than I thought they were. So, all right, anything else?
Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.